minds couldn't and still can't figure out why light is different than everything else. That alone makes it relatable to God. But what man does know about electromagnetic radiation or light is it has different forms and travels in waves. The waves come in different sizes or frequency and make up what's known as the electromagnetic spectrum. In this spectrum, you have large tsunami-sized waves on one side, and on the other side, you have small ripple-sized waves, and right smack in the middle, you have these medium-sized waves that are known as visible light. To model this, let's say this whole entire stage represents the electromagnetic spectrum. On one side, you have the large waves. On the other side, you have the small waves. Right smack in the middle where I stand, you will have the medium-sized waves that are visible light, which means most of light cannot be seen with the natural eye. The largest of the electromagnetic or light waves are invisible radio waves. Radio waves, even though unseen, have a magnificent quality of being able to carry messages and signals from one place to another over a broad distance in an instant. They are responsible for carrying signals to satellites that allow you to watch television, use cell phone, and connect anything that you've ever used that has a remote control. Remember, radio waves go unseen. The effective use of radio waves requires something that can convert what travels across the radio wave into something observable. For example, your television picks up the radio waves and changes it into light and sound so we know that it's there. The same holds true for every other part of the electromagnetic spectrum except visible light. The rest of the spectrum includes microwaves, infrared waves, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays. That invisible form of light does all sorts of wonderful things like heat food, allows sight in the absence of visible light, allows us to take pictures of the inner workings of our body through X-rays, CAT scans, and MRIs to destroying cancer cells. My assignment today is not to teach you a science lesson on light, but rather to help you understand why God chose the word light to describe his kingdom and to help you understand the vastness of light. In this room at this very moment, we have in attendance phone conversations, TV and radio programs, the cyber world, the killer of cancer, but it all goes undetected. Promise is even present in the room right now because the rainbow is just a separation of the colors that make up white light. God chooses to use the word light not only because man can't fully figure it out, but he also chose to use this word because there is no place that light does not exist, which represents his omnipresent quality. This is what David describes in Psalms 139 when he says, "Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, you are there. Behold, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, there your hand shall lead you, and there your right hand shall hold you." Which goes to show there's nowhere we can go. There's nowhere we can hide. We can't outrun the presence of God. For there's nothing that's faster than the speed of light, which represents another quality of God. You can change the hearts and minds of an individual in an instant. One of the problems with religion versus relationship is that religion tries to combine a God that is everywhere at the same time to a church, a temple, or a synagogue where he'll manifest his presence at your house, he'll manifest his presence at my house, he'll manifest his presence at the crack house, he'll manifest his presence at the White House, at Mary Magdalene. He's God. Hey, for those of us that are in a relationship with God, we should understand that he's with you on a good day. He's with you on a bad day. He's with you when someone misuses you, abuses you, mistreated you. If you got a relationship with God, your location, your financial status, your circumstance should not matter, because not only is he there with you, he can change it in an instant. And represents himself as light, how can there be an existence of darkness? That leads me to my second point. Where is darkness? For Ephesians chapter 5 verse 8 says, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light." This suggests that the people of Ephesus were in the dark.